Imagine waking up one morning, not with a sense of hope or excitement, but with a profound emptiness, like the color has drained from your world. The hobbies that once filled your hours with joy now lie untouched, collecting dust. Conversations feel hollow, words sliding off you without sparking any interest. Even the things you once loved, music, art, laughter, now echo faintly, like distant memories that fail to stir your soul. Why does life sometimes feel so unbearably empty and meaningless? It's a question that haunts many but is rarely spoken aloud. This sensation is not simply boredom or fatigue. It is something deeper, an unsettling signal from your psyche, a silent call for something more authentic, more real. This emotional numbness whispers that the path you've been walking, no matter how successful or busy, has led you away from your true self. This feeling is a message, not a failure, but a doorway. It invites you to pause, to turn inward, and to begin the journey back to passion, meaning, and purpose. In the moments ahead, we will explore the roots of this emptiness, peeling back layers of societal expectation and unconscious conditioning. Together, we will uncover how to reconnect with the vibrant life that waits beneath the numbness, and how to reignite the spark that makes you feel truly alive. Carl Gustav Jung was more than just a psychologist. He was a pioneer in exploring the hidden depths of the human soul. He believed that beneath our conscious minds lies a vast unconscious realm, rich with symbols, dreams, and truths waiting to be discovered. For Jung, feelings of emptiness were not mere symptoms to be suppressed, but powerful signals, messages from the unconscious urging us to reconnect with our true selves. This emptiness is less a void and more a call to growth, an invitation to embark on a journey inward toward wholeness. Yet this journey is often blocked by the invisible chains of societal conditioning. From childhood, we are taught to equate happiness with external achievements, the perfect job, the right house, the approval of others. Society hands us a checklist, success, status, possessions, and insists that checking these boxes guarantees fulfillment. But what happens when you tick every box and still feel hollow? The truth is, these external markers often distract us from the deeper work of self-discovery. They create a facade of success, while our inner world remains neglected, fractured, and numb. Jung named the process of reconnecting with the authentic self-individuation, a lifelong journey of integrating all parts of your being, including the shadows and the forgotten fragments. It's a path from fragmentation to wholeness, from conformity to authenticity. Crucially, Jung reframed emptiness not as a failure or deficit, but as an invitation, a threshold to be crossed on the way to becoming your most genuine self. Emptiness asks you to pause, to look beneath the surface, and to listen closely to the whisper of your soul calling you back home. When confronted with that hollow feeling inside, your first instinct might be to escape, to fill the emptiness with noise and movement. You dive into new hobbies, binge-watch shows, scroll endlessly through social media, or chase the thrill of new experiences. These distractions promise relief, a temporary balm for the restless mind. But no matter how many new activities you pile onto your schedule, the numbness lingers beneath the surface, like a shadow that refuses to fade. Why do these distractions fail? Because they avoid the very thing your soul demands: stillness. Stillness is uncomfortable because it forces you to confront what you've been running from, your inner truth. It demands that you stop spinning, stop consuming, and sit with yourself in silence. And in that silence, the walls you built to keep pain at bay start to crumble. The empty spaces echo with questions you've long ignored, feelings you've pushed aside, and fears you've tried to forget. Yet it is in this uncomfortable stillness that transformation begins. It is the necessary crucible for growth, where you meet your authentic self, not the one shaped by distraction or societal expectations, but the one beneath it all. So take a moment to reflect. Recall a time when you felt truly alive, fully present and connected, whether in nature, in laughter, or in deep conversation. What stirred your heart then? What moments brought you peace beyond the surface? These memories are not relics of the past. They are glimpses of what is possible when you embrace stillness and face your emptiness with courage. Emotional numbness often hides beneath a deeper psychological crisis, a fracture in your sense of identity. When parts of yourself are suppressed or denied, when desires and feelings are pushed into the shadows, your inner world begins to wither. This disconnection from your authentic self creates a vacuum where numbness thrives. It's not merely a loss of feeling, but a fracturing of who you are, a silence where once there was vibrant emotional life. This fracture is intensified by biological and societal forces beyond your control. Neurologically, the brain is wired for connection and meaning, yet modern life bombards it with endless stimuli, notifications, screens, and noise that overstimulate your nervous system. This constant distraction floods your mind, making it difficult to find stillness or self-reflection. The result? Your emotional system becomes overwhelmed, leading to a shutdown, numbness, as a protective response. At the same time, society conditions you to equate worth with productivity, not with meaning. You are rewarded for output, achievements, and external success, while the deeper longing for purpose is sidelined or ignored. This relentless pressure to perform leaves little room to nurture your soul. You become a cog in the machine, ticking boxes without ever asking, "Is this fulfilling me?" So you look outside yourself, new jobs, relationships, material possessions, hoping to fill the void. But these external changes only scratch the surface. No amount of new experiences can heal the emptiness inside, because the source of disconnection is internal. The numbness persists because it's not a problem to fix externally, but a call to turn inward, to reclaim the parts of yourself lost or hidden. Until you address the roots of disconnection, the cycle of searching outside for meaning will keep you adrift in the same emotional void. Emptiness, though unsettling, is not a dead end. It is a doorway. It beckons you to step beyond the familiar and into a space of profound growth. Imagine a snake shedding its skin. The old worn layer must be cast off for new, vibrant life to emerge beneath. This process is uncomfortable, even painful, but it is essential. The emptiness you feel is the soul's way of urging you to shed outdated beliefs, old identities, and patterns that no longer serve your true self. Yet the path through this doorway is not easy. Change demands courage because it means leaving behind what is known, even if that known is painful or hollow. There is a natural resistance, an instinct to cling to your old self, to the stories and roles that have defined you so far. You might fear that losing these familiar parts means losing yourself entirely. This fear is real, but it often masks a deeper truth. Staying the same can cause far greater pain than the discomfort of transformation. The pain of clinging to old identities, of living a life disconnected from your authentic self, can grow into a slow suffocation. It drains your vitality, numbs your emotions, and dulls your spirit. Emptiness becomes the wake-up call, urging you to choose transformation over stagnation. By embracing this invitation, even with fear, you open yourself to becoming whole, to reclaiming the parts of yourself long buried. This is the courageous act of growth, stepping into the unknown, shedding the old skin, and emerging renewed. Practical steps to reconnect and create meaning. The journey back to yourself begins with one vital practice: creating space for stillness. In a world saturated with noise, distractions, and constant demands, silence becomes a revolutionary act. Allow yourself to sit quietly, without the need to fix or escape your thoughts. Observe your mind as it drifts, without judgment, without rushing to control it. This stillness is where you can begin to hear the faint whispers of your true self beneath the chatter of daily life. Next, explore without expectation. Release the pressure to be productive or to achieve anything. Engage in activities simply because they spark curiosity or pleasure. Try painting, walking in nature, or reading a book without an agenda. This open-ended exploration rekindles a sense of wonder and invites discovery. Without the weight of outcome, you allow joy and passion to surface naturally, without force or strain. Then reflect on past joys. Think back to the moments when you felt truly alive, times when a hobby, a skill, or a simple experience ignited your enthusiasm. What were those moments? What made them special? Revisit those passions, even if only briefly. Often, the seeds of meaning lie buried in these forgotten corners of your life, waiting to be nurtured once more. Finally, embrace transformation. Be willing to question long-held beliefs about who you are and what your life should look like. This may mean releasing old priorities or redefining success. Transformation asks for openness, an acceptance that growth often requires discomfort and change. But within this openness lies freedom, the freedom to create a life aligned with your authentic self, rich with meaning and depth. Deepening the journey, engaging with authenticity. Meaning is not something that simply exists out there, waiting to be found like a hidden treasure. Instead, it is an active process, a creation that unfolds when you align with your deepest, most authentic self. Meaning emerges from your choices, your passions, and the way you engage with the world around you. It is not handed to you. It is something you build moment by moment through conscious presence and intention. This brings us to the power of presence and flow, states where time seems to dissolve and you are fully immersed in what you are doing. In these moments of deep engagement, whether you are creating, working, or simply being, you tap into a sense of fulfillment that transcends everyday distractions. Flow reconnects you with your core, allowing you to experience joy and meaning in the act itself, rather than waiting for external rewards or validation. But meaning is not only found within, it also grows through service and contribution. When you offer your gifts, time, or compassion to something greater than yourself, you create purpose that resonates far beyond your individual experience. Serving others, whether through small acts of kindness or broader efforts to make a difference, roots you in a sense of interconnectedness. It reminds you that your life matters, not just to you, but to the larger web of humanity. By embracing meaning as a creation, through authentic presence, flow, and contribution, you move beyond emptiness into a life that is rich, purposeful, and deeply your own. This is the heart of transformation, crafting a life that is not just lived, but truly felt and owned. Facing the shadow, integrating the whole self. The journey toward wholeness requires a courageous step, confronting your shadow, the parts of yourself you've hidden, suppressed, or denied. These unconscious emotions and fears often lurk beneath your awareness, shaping your behaviors and blocking your growth. Ignoring them keeps you fragmented, stuck in patterns that drain your vitality. But when you face these hidden aspects, you begin to reclaim what was lost, the parts of yourself that are necessary for true authenticity and depth. This confrontation is not easy, but it is essential. Tools like journaling can help you explore your inner world, putting feelings and thoughts into words that bring clarity. Therapy offers a guided space to uncover and understand these shadows with compassionate support. Meditation invites you to observe your mind without judgment, allowing suppressed emotions to surface gently. These practices create a dialogue between your conscious self and unconscious depths, bridging the gap where healing happens. Integration, the acceptance and embrace of your whole self, is the foundation of profound healing. When you bring your shadow into the light, you transform pain into wisdom and confusion into clarity. You stop fighting parts of yourself and instead learn to work with them. This wholeness enriches your life experience, making you more resilient, authentic, and alive. You become a complete being, no longer divided between what you show the world and what you hide inside. Facing your shadow is not a destination, but a continuous process, a dance of acceptance and growth. It is here, in this embrace of the whole self, that you find the depth and richness of life you have been seeking all along. Conclusion: emptiness as a catalyst for renewal. Emptiness is not a void to fear. It is a profound signal that you are ready for a deeper, more authentic life. It is the soul's way of urging you toward transformation, a call to step beyond the surface and engage with your true self. But this transformation requires something vital: conscious engagement and courage. It asks you to meet discomfort with presence and to choose growth over safety. Today, ask yourself, what is one small way I can engage more deeply with my life? It might be embracing stillness, revisiting a forgotten passion, or simply noticing the present moment without judgment. These steps, however small, are the seeds of lasting change. Remember, this journey is ongoing. There is no final destination, only continual self-exploration, presence, and renewal. As you move forward, I invite you to stay curious, to be gentle with yourself, and to welcome every part of your unfolding story. In our next video, we'll dive even deeper into practical tools and insights that support this journey of self-discovery and fulfillment. Together, we will explore how to cultivate resilience and meaning in the everyday. If this message resonated with you, please share your experience in the comments. When have you felt truly alive? How have moments of emptiness pushed you toward growth? Your story matters and can inspire others walking a similar path. If you found value here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content designed to guide you toward your most authentic life. The journey continues, and I'm honored to walk it with you.